Hello and welcome back to another episode here on the Mechanists server. And the first thing we're gonna take a look at today is the void perimeter. The nether side also got a small void perimeter as decoration, and we have a kind of scary black glass bridge over here to the portal. As usual, we have some rockets and food here, and on the overworld side a lot has changed. Firstly, you almost fall in the void here. And secondly, all the bedrock has already been broken. There's a sign by Bergpie, I think, over there. And yeah, it's really impressive to see basically nothing but void. Besides that small platform over there, of course. But if you fly a little further there, you can already see that's the walls of the perimeter. And Bergpie also started removing the overhead we had here. The bedrock breaker we use to break most of the bedrock here is Desktop's and Xayah's 3-way bedrock breaker. And that one needs a little bit of space for each layer. So we ended up with a staircase of bedrock layers here. And we are now working on removing those so we end up with a smooth wall where all the bedrock layers end. And to do that, there's a new bedrock breaking machine. It's a tileable bedrock breaker made by Disu. I'll also link the YouTube video in the description, but it works a lot different from the 3-way bedrock breaker Desktop and Xayah made. It's a machine that you can build as wide as you want, and it removes every second row of bedrock. So if I were to build it for this layer of bedrock here, it would remove every second layer. So this row here, this row, and then I could run it from the beginning to the end. And then I'd need to build a new machine to remove the leftover rows. And the pros are that it's very little effort to build and it doesn't have any overhead. So we just have a smooth flat wall of bedrock here. By now we also figured out that we want to use this perimeter as a gaming district. So we want to build up little mini games and fun challenges, and yeah, we basically just use the void as a flex. It's also honestly not that useful, to be honest. To get back to the nether, yeah, we have this here, which is interesting, I'd say. And here in the nether, I can also show you the new piston bolts that we got. So we got a lot of piston bolt upgrades, new connections, new lines, and a lot of new stations. The void perimeter here is also new, and it even goes further in that direction to another new perimeter. And of course we can also get back here. And in the nether hub I can show you all the new stations that we have. Starting with this one here, we have a very big project that will be a video on its own. And that's actually the new longest piston bolt that we have on the entire server. It's more than 3000 blocks long. We also have a double witch hut with the pixel art of a bottle as the floor. Then here was where we just were. We have the shopping district. I think that's the new perimeter. I'm not sure if that's actually going to be a shopping district. Here we have the double witch huts. I don't think that's connected yet. That's the gaming district where we just were. That's the void perimeter. Then we also have a separate connection for the raid farm now. The slime farm has already been here since a while. And we also have this here, which is the white perimeter. We always used to fly there through the roof, but we now finally have a piston bolt connection. On this one we have a new tree farm, a 4-game tick, dustless, universal tree farm. I have no idea what the plus means. That has been designed by Ken, and I'll show you that in a second. But we also got some new stuff here. So we have a new brewing system designed by Andrew. I'll also show that in a second. We have the blaze farm. I think I already showed that the last time though. And we also have the stations for the gold farm and the piggling bartering here now. So let's check out the new tree farm. And here you can already see it's something special. It has a bunch of withers, which are very loud. And also they are used to break the blocks in this farm. We have a pretty nice connection here. We just dropped through the piston bolt here and got ejected. And we also have the connection to the piston bolt back to the nether hub right here. The farm itself also has a really nice interface here with a lot of levers, signs, buttons, whatnot. And we also can go up here to check out the withers. Those are trapped in here and blocks will be pushed into them and they'll then break them. I'll get Ken so we can turn the farm on and see it running. Ken is unfortunately really busy, so we gotta figure this out ourselves. We don't need a jungle mode, and I guess we need the main switch, which seems to already activate a lot, and it's kinda lagging my client. I guess we need some saplings. Let's go for something simple. Let's go for birch. I guess with that I can break the least. Then here we have offhand bone meal. We don't need that. And I guess we should be ready. So stand on top of this trapdoor, sneak, hold right click. Yeah, for oak, we don't use oak, so get on top of the trapdoor and like this. Okay, I heard the withers destroying a block. That looks good, I think. Yeah, okay, seems to work. Nice. So now I only need to get a bot to do this, so I can show you how the farm works. Okay, I quickly switched to sodium, and that's already looking way better in terms of FPS. So let's now start this, player 3 use continuous, and there we can already see some blocks moving. Up here there are the withers, and the blocks are being moved in down here. They get destroyed by the withers and collected. So that seems to work really, really well. The items then for now get burned for some reason. I guess the storage still needs to be built up. But other than that, that looks very, very promising and really, really impressive. The iron blocks here get briefly pushed into the wither's head to damage them for a short amount of time, which causes the withers to break these blocks that are being pushed into them. And that's pretty much as I know about this farm. So let's now check out the new brewing system. And here we are. It's really not far from the spawn, and here the decoration is not that far yet, but we have a really nice interface here with the different ingredients and also obviously the fuel, since the brewing stands need blaze powder to run now. And I'll get Andrew in the server so we can turn this on once and see it running. So it turns out that there's another panel down here, and Andrew has been here all along. Hi.
Hello. So first, you set the amount of potions you want. Then you can set what potion you want. Then you can also set what the effects you need. So let's waste some dragon's breath. And then just brew. And after 39 seconds, it will output a full box. And yeah, that's it.
Can we see it filling up?
Sure.
Will it just
It's 4 times hopper speed, the loader, so it's quite fast.
That indeed was fast.
It outputted all the green potions correctly with the correct effects. This is a 6-step potion, so it uses all 6 steps of a potion ingredient. The first step, which is netherwort. The second step, which is the carrot, the golden carrot. And the next step, which is the inversion step with fermented spider eye. And then you have redstone for the duration effect, gunpowder for the splash effect and lingering potion effect with Dragon's Breath.
What? But a 6-step potion would usually take 120 seconds.
Yes, you're right. It takes 120 seconds to usually brew a 6-step potion, but this has a fast brewing setup, which basically brews all 6 steps simultaneously. So instead of 120 seconds, you brew it all in 39 seconds. Well, less than that. It's really more closer to 400 game ticks, I think. But with the additional time for loading the box and whatnot, it's 39 seconds.
So how does it actually work though?
First, the ingredients, once selected, are sent along these dropper lines to the respective chest carts. Then, the chest carts are sent over these brewing stands. And depending on how many potions you want to make, you'll have different items and different amount of items in each chest cart. Next, the brewing stands activate by putting dummy potions in here. So there's dummy potions in here that will turn on once this activates. And these dummy potions allow you to fast brew by running the brewing step until it's almost to completion and then taking the dummy potion out and replacing them with the actual potions.
Okay, let's maybe start one of the potions and show that. Okay. Got the minecarts go.
And then you can see the dummy potions are brewing. And right as they're about to be finished, the dummy potion is removed and replaced with the actual potion, thus allowing all 6 steps to happen simultaneously. And then they're sent out here into the 4x hyperspeed loader.
Yeah, the shulker box is already broken again. That's how fast it was.
Yeah, there's a lot of other stuff, like small stuff, like, for example, there's a lot of safety systems to make sure you don't brew invalid potions.
Then, thanks a lot, and there's one more thing that I want to show you that's pretty close to the new brewer, and that should be this portal there, I think. Yeah, there we go. This is our Pepe perimeter. So we have a huge Papelov pixel art as the floor here, and we just recently finished digging this perimeter. I also mentioned that in the dig sort video. And so far the perimeter is not used for anything. If I remember correctly, we are planning on building a leaf farm in here though, which is something that we don't have so far, and that will definitely be pretty interesting. Also up here we have the map arts of the perimeter, the 2x2 map art, and also a scaled down version, which doesn't look that good, but it's also pretty okay. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!